Oh, okay. Anyway, greetings, nerdlings, and welcome to That Nerd Mama Life. I'm Shannon. Hello. Today I have a very special guest. The Vanna Wave. Vanna Wave. This is my lovely daughter.
Hi.
This is Leah. And we are going to be getting to know her today. That's the mama portion of That Nerd Mama Life. This kid right here. Right here. Boop. But before we get started getting to know all about her, today's holiday of the day is Bicycle Day. Yay, Bicycle Day. I've not honestly ridden a bicycle since I was in middle school, but that's okay.
I miss mine.
Fun fact about bicycles. The famous song Bicycle Race. The line in that song that says, "And I don't like Star Wars," officially debunked. In interviews with guitarist from Queen Brian May, he actually confirms that Freddie Mercury was in fact a Star Wars fan. He liked Star Wars a lot. So much so that when they were out on tour, whenever they would perform the song, Freddie Mercury would come out on the shoulders of Darth Vader and perform the song. How much more epic can you get? I mean, Freddie Mercury getting a piggyback ride from Darth Vader.
I would have loved to see that in real life.
Right?
That would have been funny.
Right. You cannot get more iconic than that. You just can't. Well, Mark Hamill on a camel. Hashtag stuff we need to see. Just saying. Nerd news of the day. Capcom is releasing a home arcade system that is going to feature 16 of the original classic games, including Aliens vs. Predators, Ghosts and Ghouls, and Street Fighter 2. Release date for that is October 25th. It is actually going to be a 2-player system that the system is actually going to look like an old arcade keyboard with the 2 joysticks and the buttons and everything. So if you ever wanted to have some family fun and get your younger generation hooked on arcade games, that is definitely the way to go. On to the family portion. I want everybody to meet My Nerdlette. This is Leah.
Hey.
Leah's 15. She is a freshman in high school. I know. I know I don't act like I should have a 15-year-old, but I am. Trust me. There's gray underneath this red. I promise. So, oh yeah, it's all her fault. Well, half of it. The other half's your dad's fault. It's not my fault at all.
Shut up.
You be quiet, peanut gallery. So what I figured we would do is we are going to do 20 things that we absolutely love. We're going to do a favorites list. I'm going to ask Leah, and I'm also going to answer myself so you guys can also get to know me a little bit more. Okay, so, Leah, what's your favorite color?
Black.
Hashtag same. Black.
If it was up to me, my entire closet would be covered in black.
Yes. And if I were about 100 pounds lighter, everything in my closet would be from Hot Topic. Not even kidding. They've got some awesome stuff at Hot Topic nowadays. Let me just say that.
Amazing.
I think the other half would probably be from ThinkGeek.
Yeah.
Or that might be just all of my household stuff. Okay, so since you are in high school, what is your favorite subject?
Drama. That is my favorite.
What do you like about drama?
It's getting to know theater and, what happened, how theater developed as well. Because it came from a lot of different things. Like, believe that the Romans got their theater from the Greeks. Or it might be the other way around, I don't know.
That seems right. My favorite subject in high school was, honestly, I would have to say either drama or choir.
I can't sing.
English was a very close one to me. At least English lit. I wasn't so much on the grammar part, even though I'm a great speller.
Dictionary.
But, yeah. They call me the human dictionary. If either one of them need to find out how to spell something, they ask me. I'm like, you have electronics, you have the internet, why are you asking me? Favorite food?
Tacos.
What?
Tacos. Tacos are awesome.
I don't know. I think tacos is a second for me because I like pizza. Because seriously, there's like so many forms of pizza. I mean, there's only so many forms of tacos. Let's be real. But tacos is a very, like, close second. I could eat me some tacos.
Every time they ask me where I want to go, I always say Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Every day.
Tips for dating my daughter. First question she's going to ask you, do you like tacos? If your answer is no, don't even proceed. Don't even bother.
I am legit going to turn my back on you and walk away.
Hashtag done with you. Favorite drink?
Mountain Dew. A close second is Surge.
Coffee. Coffee. All day coffee. I don't stop drinking coffee until dinner time, and yeah, coffee's my best friend.
Sometimes I wonder how she sleeps at night. I don't remember. Oh, yeah.
Because I don't go to bed until like 1 o'clock in the morning. Whoops.
Sometimes I wonder if that's the coffee.
I have too much blood in my coffee stream. Sue me. Favorite dessert?
Cake.
What kind of cake?
Chocolate. Either that or pineapple cake.
I like all forms of cake. Chocolate cake, red velvet cake, cheesecake, cake.
I guess cake.
Cake is life. Cake gives me life. Again, same as pizza. It has like so many different flavors to choose from. Can't go wrong with
Another
cake.
type of cake I like is carrot cake.
Technically, it's healthy. It's got carrots. Favorite junk food?
Donuts.
Speaking of donuts. Oh my god. I almost freaked out a couple weeks ago because in Little Rock, which is not too far from where we live, they opened up a new donut shop and they boast like 75 different flavors and topping varieties of donuts.
It's almost like a build your own donut.
Hashtag fat kid happy. Oh my god. I love donuts. Donuts are amazing. Donuts are life.
Yes. Because
Hey, you don't become a fluffy chick without not knowing your way around some sugar and some grease. All the good stuff is bad for you, unfortunately. Favorite hobbies?
I have 4 of those. I like fishing, hunting, reading, and writing.
I'm not an outdoors person at all. I'm a total bookworm. I like reading and writing. I used to write poetry a lot.
My poetry book's in my spare room.
Yeah, she has her own art room. Our place is big enough. She has her own art room. Wish I'd have had that when I was younger. Hashtag spoiled.
Tatum. My ear.
Favorite family activity?
Cards Against Humanity.
Yes. Cards Against Humanity. She got a Barnes & Noble card for Christmas, and she decided she wanted to order Cards Against Humanity because her sister got her into it when they were visiting us this Christmas. And yeah. And then I informed her that they have like several different expansion packs for Cards Against Humanity. So now she's like obsessed with trying to get more of them. It already takes us forever to get through one game
And
because we laugh so much.
the bad thing about that Barnes and Noble gift card is because I got that from my grandma up in Alaska.
Favorite book?
House of Night. The House of Night series.
Yeah, I got her into those. They're, if you don't know, House of Night is a young adult book series by PC and Kristen Cast. It's kind of like, oh, how can I describe it? It's kind of like,
Kind of like reality meets slight fiction.
it's kind of like Interview with the Vampire if Interview with the Vampire was set in a high school. Kind of like.
It's awesome.
They're really good books. Not even kidding. I recommend them.
I don't know how many times I've reread the entire series.
But I'd have to say that my favorite book is either the Harry Potter series or The Scariest Stories to Tell in the Dark. Which, they're coming out with a movie.
What?
Stop the presses, hold the phone, dial your mama. Yes. I saw like a teaser trailer for that, and I was like, I have to see that in theaters. There's just no way around that. It must happen.
I only heard about it. I'm like, I want to see it in theaters.
Because they take the illustrations and they've done the special effects makeup and everything to match the illustrations from the book. Which creeped me the heck out when I was a kid, but it really creeped me out seeing it in live action. That was some creepy stuff, let me tell you. I'm not one to get nightmares because I'm a total horror movie fanatic, but that one was creepy. Speaking of movies, what's your favorite movie?
Deadpool.
Yes.
Deadpool.
Yes. There is nothing better than a merc with a mouth.
My second favorite character from that movie is Colossus.
Tell me who your boss is! You're gonna die in 5 minutes! Yes. That's actually what we did for my birthday. We went and saw Deadpool 2 for my birthday this past summer.
I like how they made Colossus Russian.
That was cool. That was cool.
First time I heard him, I died laughing.
Nigga son of teenage. What the? Is that the coolest name ever?
That movie ain't for the faint-hearted. I'm just saying.
No. No, but it's so funny.
Either you're going to be really grossed out or you're going to die laughing.
Yeah, I died laughing. It was hilarious. Ryan Reynolds is a god when it comes to sarcastic humor. You can't get any better than him. That role wasn't made for anybody else but him. And totally made up for Green Lantern. Who wants to forget that one? No, you haven't, because I refuse to subject you to that piece of garbage. Ooh, that would scar you for life.
I probably would have sat there like, what in the world am I watching?
Yeah, pretty much. You probably would have turned it off. I should have turned it off. Speaking of turning it off, favorite TV show?
Voltron.
This is where me and her differ. A lot.
It's
I'm not a Voltron fan. I've tried to sit and watch it with her and her dad, and I just can't get it. Knows what my favorite what my TV show is? Game of Thrones. Bar none, period, the end, Game of Thrones. I'm a little skeptical about this premiere, but definitely a cliffhanger. Definitely need to watch. If you haven't caught up, Allie, start binging. I'm just saying, start binging. I need somebody to talk to. These two watch it with me, but they're not as big a fan as I am. You're not. You said Voltron is your number one. Voltron was the first one out of your mouth. Usually your top favorite's the first thing out of your mouth.
I like Voltron because, for one, it's animated, and two,
This coming from a kid who loves what magical creature? Your favorite magical creature?
dragons.
Dragons. But her number one show isn't the show with dragons. Huh? How does that work? Favorite song and artist?
I have two. The first one is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. The second one is Wake Up by Black Veil Brides.
This is how you know you're raising your child right. When the first one out of her mouth is Queen. The first time she ever heard Bohemian Rhapsody, we were actually in the car, and my husband looked in the rearview mirror and started giggling. I'm like, what are you giggling about? He's like, take a look at your daughter. So I put my visor down so she didn't know that I was looking at her, and I looked at her in the mirror, and she was head banging and air drumming to Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm like, yes! I have achieved motherhood goddess status when my kid knows about Queen before she knows about anything that's on the radio today. And it's still kind of funny that you mentioned Queen when the, fun fact of the day mentions Queen. That was not planned, by the way. Hashtag not planned.
Nope.
Favorite celebrity?
I have two of those. Amelia Clark and Jason Momoa.
Probably two of my favorites too. If you follow them on Instagram, their hashtag game is on point. They're both very funny, very talented, and very awesome when it comes to charity. Like, I just recently read on Amelia Clark's Instagram that she started a charity called Same You, I do believe is what it's called. You'll have to follow her on Instagram. But she did an interview not too long ago and revealed that she had suffered brain aneurysms while she was filming earlier seasons of Game of Thrones. And she suffered two, and the first one she was okay afterwards. The second one actually almost killed her. So, hashtag Dragon Queen. Yeah. And Jason Momoa, he is absolutely hilarious. You would never think that guy is as funny as he is, considering most of the roles he chooses to play. But he is absolutely hysterical on Instagram. And he's also a really great humanitarian, because yesterday he actually just shaved his beard off, which he has not shaved since 2012. He has had the same epic beard going on since 2012. He just shaved it yesterday and posted a video of it to his YouTube channel to raise awareness for keeping the oceans clean and trying to steer away from using plastics, recycling plastics and stuff, and switching to aluminum, which is 100% recyclable. as opposed to most plastics nowadays. There's only certain kinds that are recyclable. So that was really cool to watch. YouTubers, speaking of, who's your favorite YouTuber?
Liza Koshy.
Liza, Wednesdays with Liza. But with your best friend, you either pig it or flig it. Mandy will get that one. Love you, Mandy. Favorite superhero?
Nightcrawler. Because Nightcrawler.
What about Nightcrawler? Seriously. He's kind of one of those more obscure superheroes, not usually a first choice. So that's a totally valid question. Like, what do you think is cool about Nightcrawler?
Well, for one, you can't ignore the tail. And the fact that he disappears in a puff of blue smoke.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like he vanishes in a puff of blue smoke and reappears in a puff of blue smoke and somewhere else.
Okay. Hashtag valid. Yeah.
It's like he creates his own smoke.
I would have to say my favorite superhero. Super Cheerio, yeah. Because words failed me.
Is that a type of cereal?
I wonder what flavor Super Cheerio would be.
I think we just created a new type of cereal.
We should make that a thing.
Right?
Super Cheerios. Who knew?
Random thoughts of the day.
We're gonna look back on this in 5 years and Super Cheerios will be among the shelves.
Right? Like someone's gonna say like, hey, that's a good name for a cereal.
What's good, General Mills? What's good, cereal companies? Hook us up. Hook us up with some Super Cheerios.
Anyway.
Oh, Lord. Okay. I would have to say my favorite superhero has always been Rogue. Simply because you didn't really... She was the first superhero character that I saw growing up that wasn't so prissy, wasn't so prim and proper. She was a redhead like me, and guess who's getting rogue streaks up in here? Yes, I'm starting to look like my favorite superhero. More and more every day. Okay, I already asked you about your magical creature favorite.
Dragons.
Favorite fictional place that you would love to visit?
Naboo.
Why Naboo? What's so cool about Naboo?
For one, it's in one of my favorite movies, which is Star Wars. Because Star Wars.
Yes.
Because Star Wars. And every time I think of Naboo, I think of Jar Jar.
Now I know people are gonna come for me about Jar Jar in the comments, but I'm telling you right now, I'm hashtag Team Jar Jar. His whole purpose in Star Wars was to be a comedic relief. I don't think he's annoying. I think he's funny. He's dorky. He's awkward. He's a nerd. Hashtag my tribe.
Big uberfish. Big uberfish.
Huge your teeth. You still mightn't be saying that. Favorite holiday?
Halloween.
What's your favorite Halloween costume that you've ever worn?
I have to say it was my Death Eater one. Close second would be my Murdered Prom Queen.
Oh, that was last year, wasn't it? Last year? Year before. Year before. Year before. Yeah, I did all special effects makeup on her. Got her a nice little prom dress that I shredded up and bloodied up. She went as a dead prom queen. That was amazing.
I looked like a zombie.
You looked amazing.
Well, I looked like a zombie because I looked half rotted. Like I'd been sitting there for a while.
Well, that was the point. We kind of took inspiration from the movie 13 Ghosts, like the dead prom queen.
Princess one.
No. The bound woman. The bound woman. Kind of took inspiration for that.
Was it last year the Red Riding Hood, the one that got attacked by the big bad wolf?
No, that was a couple years ago.
I thought that was last year.
No.
What was that last year?
No, this past Halloween got rained out and we didn't go anywhere.
That's right.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. I actually texted my boss that night because since we got rained out, I volunteered to go into work and actually she let me wear this shirt. I texted her, I'm like, can I at least wear a different shirt besides my work shirt?
So I was sad last year.
I know, so was I. We had like a whole thing planned out too, like a whole thing, whole group, like a whole family costume thing going on, and we got rained out. Boo.
It's like, why, Mother Nature? Why?
Allie, wait until you're right up against the glass.
What?
What? Incoming. What is your absolute favorite thing about being in a nerd family?
The knowledge. A good example of this, I was in drama survey class, and we were trying to guess my teacher's age. One of my classmates said 42. I looked at my teacher. What's the answer to life, the universe, and everything? She looked at me like she had no clue. She looked at me like, what? I looked at her and I'm like, why?
Okay, there should be certain requirements for being a drama teacher. Come on, man. Really? Did you really not know?
No, she didn't.
Okay, that hurts me. I'm questioning your love of drama class now. I'm questioning what kind of education you getting up in that class, because what?
I told her it was from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. She looked at me like she didn't. Yeah, she told me she didn't know what movie that was.
Wow.
I looked at her like, you've hurt me.
You hurt me. You hurt me, Shrek. You hurt me real deep just then.
I felt like Donkey.
I would absolutely have to agree. Like, my favorite thing about being a nerd is like the random trivia that you learn when you love something so much that you're obsessed with it, and the fact that you can apply that knowledge. It's awesome. Like, honestly, being a nerd is it's the most wonderful thing. It's the most wonderful feeling, because like you said, those times when you're the only one in the room that gets it, and it's like, I know something you don't. Oh my God! I know something you don't.
If I say something that nobody else gets, I look around like, really, people? Really?
What are they doing with their lives?
I look around at everybody like, what have you been doing all your life? Why?
Wow.
I've legit asked one of my classmates, like, what do you do most often? They looked at me like, I usually get on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter.
Well, that's kind of silly, because if they're not getting any knowledge out of social media nowadays, especially when it comes to nerd culture, there's a lot of it out there. Wow. Is your generation that out of touch?
I wonder sometimes.
The real tea. So I'm going to let you answer this last question last. Favorite thing about you? I would have to say my favorite thing about you is the fact that you are 100% authentic. You don't care if people think you're silly. You don't care if people think you're weird. because that's honestly what I think makes you special.
If I ever thought that, you know, people are gonna judge me and I care, I wouldn't be having this on.
For the world to see. Hey, hashtag twinsies.
What's up?
It's kind of funny. I was like, we should like do something. You know, if we're gonna do a video together, we should do something.
I looked at her like, I have my Harley Quinn.
And I was
shirt.
like, ooh, Harley Quinn. And then I was like, you know, this is kind of weird considering you're doing the old school Harley and you're younger, and I'm doing the new school Harley and I'm older.
Like, shouldn't this be flip flopped?
Right? You would think.
Right?
So, what is your favorite thing about me?
You're my mom. Because you're my mom.
No,
Mine.
I love you.
And then you.
Aren't you sweet potato? I've been waiting all video to do that. Potato face. I'll make sure to post the blooper reel so you'll know why that's funny. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's all that me and Leah have for you today, nerdlings. We love you so much. We'll see you guys same time tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure to subscribe and like and share and comment. Make sure to look up all of my social medias, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Have a good night.